The 2024 Audi Q5. We have some subtle new updates and changes that I wanted to share with you. And towards the end of this video, I am going to share with you how you can save a substantial amount of money off the MSRP of these new Audi Q5s. So stick around until the end, but let's talk about these updates first. For 2024, you just have more standard equipment than before. We now have the Audi Active Lane Assist, heated steering wheel, and aside from the plug-in hybrid, all of the other Audi Q5s and the SQ5s will get remote engine start via the My Audi app. So you get all of those things standard, and for every Q5, when you go with the Premium Plus trim level, which is their mid-level trim, and this is what I recommend to most people, you can get a available navigation package which comes standard with the Prestige trim, but it's available with the Premium Plus. And this navigation package, it will also include 6-month trial of Audi Connect Plus with the Audi App Store, and that'll get you things like seamlessly integrated music, video, gaming, navigation, parking and charging, weather, and a bunch of other things with the MMI system of your Audi Q5 when you get that navigation package, which is available with the Premium Plus, standard on the Prestige. One thing I really don't like about Audis is their various little trim levels. I don't like how there's a 40 model and a 45 model. So the 40 Q5 is going to be a detuned version of the 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine. It just makes less power than the 45 model. Honestly, they should just get rid of the 40 and just have the 45 trim level. It'll make things much easier for the consumer, much less confusion. After all, when you look at rival cars like the BMW X3, they don't have these detuned engine options. They just have the X3 4-cylinder, then you move up to the inline 6 and the M models. But regardless, for 2024, the Q540 now gets the available black optic package if you want it when you go with either the Premium Plus or the Prestige of the Q540. When you go with the Q545, which is what I recommend, you now get standard sport front seats, and you have an enhanced black optic plus package for your 45, your 55 plug-in hybrid, and the 45 Sportback models. So with this, you get more blacked out trim with your Audi when you get that black optic plus package. Finally, the Arcona White is going to replace the Ibis White exterior paint color for the entire Audi Q5 model range. And I get it, there's a lot of confusion there for the average consumer when it comes to the Audi trim levels and all these different names. So on the screen here, I am going to have the various trims and the pricing and the engine options that these models are going to come with. As I mentioned, the Q540 is going to be a detuned turbo 4-cylinder. That's your base option with 201 horsepower, 236 pounds-feet of torque. Comes with a 7-speed automatic transmission, and Quattro all-wheel drive comes standard with every Q5, and I really appreciate that. When you step up to the Q545, you get 261 horsepower, 273 pounds-feet of torque. It's the model I recommend to most people, but also the Q555 is worth considering and might be a better option compared to the regular 45 because, as I mentioned, I will show you how to get excellent deals with these Q5s. And this plug-in hybrid, it's a true rocket. It comes with 362 horsepower, 369 pounds-feet of torque. The efficiency of this plug-in hybrid is not that great. It only gets like 23 miles of pure EV range. However, with most journalists and their testing, they've reported they're only getting like 17 to 19 miles of pure EV range, so not quite as good as what Audi is quoting. And even the regular EPA MPG for this plug-in hybrid, it's not drastically better than like a Q545 gasoline powered model, which isn't surprising because one of the things I really appreciate about both BMW and Audi's turbo 4-cylinder is you're going to get way better fuel economy than what the EPA numbers suggest. That's one of the reasons why I really like these vehicles and why I recommend it to many families who are considering leasing a new luxury SUV. The thing is only rated to get 23 city, 28 highway for a Q545, but you can easily beat those numbers from my experience. So again, plug-in hybrid, it's not saving you a lot more in fuel, you're just getting a very quick machine. Does 0 to 60 in like 4.5 seconds, which is a whole second faster than a Q545, and it's 0.3 seconds quicker than the Audi SQ5, which does 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. So the plug-in hybrid is going to be the fastest Q5 you can get, and getting like 17-20 miles of pure EV range, that doesn't hurt. I mean, that can certainly cover some of your local driving and your shorter commutes. And the Sportback version is essentially the more stylish Q5s, where it kind of reduces the rear headroom to give it a more stylish, sleek profile. You can get the Sportback if you want. It does cost a little bit more than a regular model, but that's going to be up to you. And regarding trims, you have 3 trim levels to choose from. The base is going to be the Premium. The Premium Plus is going to be that mid-level trim, and that's what I recommend. And then you have the all-out Prestige model. That's going to be your more fully loaded, more optioned out Audi. And that's really everything you need to know for the 2024 Q5. The vehicle is excellent. You don't have anything really to complain about. It drives perfectly. It comes with a solid interior space. The infotainment, the technology, the wireless Apple CarPlay, the wireless Android Auto, all of that works perfectly. It comes with Wi-Fi hotspot as standard. You still have physical buttons and switches when it comes to your HVAC controls, and it's all separated from the infotainment. I love that. So what's the drawback? What is the issue with the Q5? Well, it is simply very boring. It is mind-numbingly boring. It's hard to comprehend because I just said this is a perfect driving experience. It's quick, it's comfortable, it's quiet. So what can be the issue? Well, you'll just have to drive it to understand. There's just no real feedback. It's simply a driving experience that's void of any emotion. There was a viewer that commented that they had a Q5 as a rental car, and he pretty much said the same thing. It drives perfectly. There's nothing to complain about. However, after he was done with his journey and he parked it, him and his family, they weren't really excited to get back in it and go for another trip. It was just a boring experience. It does everything right, but it's just not that exciting. So take that for what you will. But objectively, the vehicle is great. And the BMW X3, it's pretty much the same story. It behaves a lot like the Q5. It's a perfect driving experience, but it's also extremely boring. Between the two, you can't really go wrong. They're both excellent. However, the Q5 is the much better deal. So as I promised at the beginning, I have partnered with AutoCompanion, one of the largest brokers in the United States, to help you get excellent deals with not only the Q5, but with many manufacturers. But Audi is one of the brands that AutoCompanion represents, and he is offering between 6 and 11% off MSRP with these Q5s. And linked in the description box below is going to be a free leasing calculator provided to you by AutoCompanion. This is a powerful tool because leasing programs change every month, and this calculator will update every month, and it shows you the interest rate on the lease. It shows you the residual values and the incentives that you can qualify for in your region. And as I mentioned before, yeah, I do recommend getting the Q545. That's a good option. However, in this instance, when you're leasing, the plug-in hybrid comes with a $7,500 incentive, and there's another $1,500 customer credit from Audi. So that's $9,000 in incentives for the plug-in hybrid, and AutoCompanion is offering 10% off MSRP. And I obviously recommend leasing with just about all of these luxury vehicles because these are not things that you want to hang on to like an heirloom. These are highly complex vehicles, and once you're out of the warranty period, yeah, the repairs are going to be extremely expensive, as well as the maintenance. So in my opinion, these are just lease and dump vehicles only. So yeah, for both the Q545 and the plug-in hybrid, you're almost $700 a month. And when you go with the SQ5, the discount is less. It's only 6% off MSRP. You still get a $1,500 Audi credit with all of these Q5s, but the payment on an SQ5, it's almost $800 a month. But I just wanted to share with you AutoCompanion as a resource, especially his calculator, because it's such a transparent tool for car shopping. Many people, they get incentives and discounts confused. Incentives are money that you get from the manufacturer, and that stacks on top of the dealer discount. So that's important to understand, and this calculator lays all of that out perfectly. I love how it shows you the interest rate and the residual values. All of this is great. It always updates every single month. So that is a powerful shopping tool. Again, that's going to be linked below. And if you want to work with AutoCompanion and get some of these deals, he is located in Washington, D.C. So you will either have to ship the vehicle to your destination, or you will have to pick up the car at Washington, D.C. That's going to be your expense, and there's also going to be a broker fee. However, if you sign up with my affiliate link in the description box, he will take some money off of that broker fee. So if you live in an area with difficult dealerships who are unwilling to stack these discounts on top of each other, then reach out to AutoCompanion. He'll be more than happy to help you out. And if you appreciate this information, then consider liking and subscribing, because this is the type of stuff that nobody really bothers to share with their audience. But thank you so much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye.